I always wanted to get into real estate. I'd listen to podcasts and all these things, but I had all these like limiting beliefs and reasons like why I couldn't get into it.
Logue is an entrepreneur and founder of Investor Plug. He's transforming real estate through automation, AI, and sales mastery, helping investors scale smarter and faster. Get ready to explore the power of systems and innovation.
45 days. That's great.
Yeah, I only made it 1,200 bucks because I didn't know what I was doing, but I had that proof of concept.
When did you guys start doing Investor Plug?
I think like pretty much shortly after we started wholesaling.
Are you doing any wholesaling right now, or this like the Investor Plug is the main thing?
We're almost not wholesaling as much. We're still doing a handful of deals a month. It's definitely not as much as we were.
Tell me who you are, how you got started.
My name's Logue. I'm an entrepreneur, real estate investor, wholesaler, and owner of Investor Plug. I have been an entrepreneur for over a decade now, which is crazy. I started when I was 23, been in sales since I was 18, started doing marketing when I started my first business at 23, and I always wanted to get into real estate. I'd listen to podcasts and all these things, but I had all these like limiting beliefs and reasons like why I couldn't get into it or it wasn't the right time. I listened to like Grant Cardone, who I love, got a bunch of great stuff from when I started out, but it's like, oh, you need $1 million in the bank or you need all these things. I just had all these like limiting beliefs or excuses like why I couldn't do it. But I knew one day I wanted to. So I just kept listening to podcasts like this and reading books and just like really diving in. And eventually one time, like I was reading a book and there was this like small little blurb about this thing called real estate wholesaling. And I'm like, oh, like all it said was there's this thing called real estate wholesaling and all the sales and marketing and you don't need money or you don't need all this stuff or you don't need a lot of money. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm like sales and marketing, that's all I've done. Maybe I should try this. And then at the time I had like a digital marketing. She was building CRMs and systems and doing paid ads for car dealers. And COVID hit. We lost all of our clients pretty much. We lost 80% of them. I think we just had a couple left. And then we ended up losing them shortly after too. Everybody put everything on pause because nobody could go in the dealerships at first. Everyone was freaking out before some were deemed essential. And it was a crazy time. So I'm like, hey, this is I can either ride this out and then rebuild my agency up, which I wasn't really super passionate about, or I can try this wholesaling thing out. So I did, and yeah, I just said screw it, went all in on wholesaling. And I get real obsessed about things. I just went, bought a course and just went balls to the walls for about 60 days. And then like within 45 days, I got like my first deal, got to the finish line, I had like leads and different things I was
Yeah,
working.
45 days. That's great.
Yeah, I only made $1,000. I made like 1,200 bucks because I didn't know what I was doing, but I had that proof of concept, and then I kept going. And then one of the leads I was working like called me back a week after that, and we ended up closing on that one. We sold it to Open Door, made 60 grand, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
I'm like
shit.
this is
Let's
great. I'm
go.
like, I'm never going back, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, bro. I got a friend, literally, he's younger. He just got out of college. He's got his business bachelor's degree. He's at this corporate job, but he's entry level and he can't get his foot in the door. And he was asking me, and I was like trying to get him. I'm like, dude, you should look into wholesaling. He makes 35 grand a year and he's got his college degree and can't get, I'm like, you can make that in one deal wholesaling. And but he is very safe minded, you know what I'm saying? Most people, they're scared to go out on their own, they're scared to try something new, scared to spend a little money. They'll spend 60 grand a year for college but won't spend 5,000 to get started in marketing. But that's the power of wholesaling, right?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's tough. It is hard going on
It
your own the
is,
first
yeah.
time and starting something, but it's super rewarding if you stick with it for sure.
Absolutely. When did you guys start doing Investor Plug?
So I think like pretty much shortly after we started wholesaling. So I tried all the CRMs out. Yeah, I tried to like approach everything with what I call like a white belt mentality, where I'm like, even though I have a bunch of sales and marketing background, this is new. I don't know shit. I just want to learn how everybody else is doing it. I'm gonna try it that way, and then I'll start tinkering and trying stuff out and see what works and what doesn't. Yeah, I just want a solid foundation first. So I tried all different CRMs and all different systems. I just didn't love any of them. And I ended up just building our own off the go high level platform, and which is changed so much since then. I had no intention of selling it. I really just built it for me. And then I just some of my friends started using it, like Travis Wells, and he's one of our first clients. And then there was a couple other guys and a couple people in my community started using it. And like slowly, organically, they started telling their friends and it ended up becoming a business. And slowly but surely, it's become like the main thing like this last year. I think, yeah, probably just 2025. This was 4 years ago. We called it REI bot for a bit. And then I think a year ago, 2 years ago, okay, we're just gonna revamp, go all in. And this year was like the first year I'm like, hey, this is gonna be the main thing. But it's crazy like what it was then to what it is now. Now it's like we have all these different other things we connect in the back end. They're like highly customized and go high level so cool. So they're always adding new shit. And it's really I think one of the biggest differences when we first did it, we're like, hey, here's what I have, figure it out. that we realized most people weren't being successful with it. And I felt bad, I like to help people and I want to
Yep.
see other people win. So now we do like the done for you model where we build it all out for you. We like create all the
Yes.
automations, your website system. It's basically a
Yep.
business in a box. And I tried to make it like almost like dummy proof or like foolproof. Like you have
Yep.
literally, you get this, you have some data, some leads, whatever, and you have investor plug, you have literally everything you need to be successful.
Yeah, that's how, like, speaking on REI Simply, which is mostly what I was using, but having you guys there to set it up, set up it go into your email, to set up different help marketing channels, drip campaigns, like having that is, I don't see how anybody could compete. You guys are small enough to where you're interacting with such an advanced CRM that you can do all the other stuff with it. Dude, I haven't started using it yet, but I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, man, you're gonna like it for sure. And I'm excited. I think we did our launch call earlier today. And yeah, man, I think you're gonna be really impressed.
I'm excited about it too. Absolutely, dude. That's cool. And then so your wife also helps with she's kind of like the programming side. Is she more the IT or y'all both pretty much
A
doing
bit of
that?
both. Yeah, so there's like certain things she's good at that I'm not. Then there's certain things I'm good at not. I say like traditionally like high level view, it's like mostly like I'm the visionary and she's the integrator. So that's mostly all. So like our events, everything. I've worked with my wife for quite a while, and it took a while to get to where we're at now, but it's a great business relationship. And it's not what definitely wasn't easy at first when you go into that more, but it's now she pretty much makes everything happen, right? She does most of the support. Like I do like most of the AI stuff. So I nerd out on that and I'm really into the AI stuff. I do some like the sales messaging and some of the other stuff. But mostly like now, like she does mostly all the build outs and a lot of that stuff. And then I'll help with support and stuff too when she gets overwhelmed. But that's mostly her just doing all the back end stuff and I'm just doing sales and pushing the ball forward.
That's badass, man. So are you doing any wholesaling right now, or this like the investor plug is the main thing? It just sustains you and keeps you so busy that you don't really have time
We're
to
pretty
do any.
much there. We're almost not wholesaling as much. We're still doing a handful of deals a month. Yeah, it's definitely not as much as we were, but I still don't know anywhere you can just make the kind of rips you can make wholesale. So like we definitely don't turn deals down. We do some cool stuff at the boiler room, but we have good relationships with a lot of lead vendors and stuff. So we have like a bunch of leads and data. Once I get investor plug where I need to be, where we can hire some more support team and some stuff I don't need to be in it as much, I think I'm going to go back and try to rebuild the acquisitions team. I'm really good at doing sales and marketing, building systems and all that. But one of the things I struggle with is building teams and getting people. I think this last year I hired, I didn't want to say in general how many five, but I think just this last year I tried to hire 5 or 6 different people to like help carry the weight with the wholesaling stuff because I have so many leads, I have all the systems, I have all this stuff, but just like finding people who want to show up and work, and especially
Dude,
since like doing it remote, and I'm just not a great manager, so just haven't been successful doing that
yep.
yet. But I'm hoping
Me
once I have
neither,
more
dude.
time.
I'm the same way. Yep.
Yeah, once hopefully I have more time to be able to get there, or I think once I get the support and the things I want to get built out with Investor Plug, I'll be able to put more time into it and start doing more deals. But right now, I'm just happy doing a handful a month.
I'm bummed I didn't get to come to y'all's event. Y'all only do it once a year?
We do last year, so we've been doing it for like 3 years, 4 years. I think 3 years. Yeah, 3 years we've been doing it. And the first year we did a couple. Last year we did a bunch. We did one big one, and I think we did three quarterly ones. It was just
Uh-huh.
way too much. It's just a lot. But yeah, this year we just did one big one. And it was badass. I think we'll probably do the same next year. I
I
always
heard
after I'm
good
always
things
excited. I'm
about
like
it.
maybe we'll do some more, but I'm like I think right now, yeah, I'll probably just do another one in September.
Yeah, I like that. I like making it one big event versus having four that are just, but having just one super event that you can put all your energy into. And I'll definitely be at the one next year. Absolutely. How many people did y'all have come?
I don't remember the final number like actually showed walked through the door, but we had at least a couple hundred. I know that there
Wow,
was
that's
definitely
awesome.
we ran out of tickets, had to get more and stuff, like actually like physical
Wow.
tickets. So it's always
Really?
crazy doing events. You don't know like when people don't come, or you just have
Yeah.
all these weird thoughts like, oh, like what happens if it sucks or nothing works out, and it all works out. It's fun. It's just like fun doing it, and like we've gotten better and better every year. And I think we got some great feedback. A lot of people said it was like one of the best events they've ever been to, and we're just like
Uh,
it's like our definitely our best one yet. And just like, every year it just keeps getting a little bit better, or every event it just gets a little bit better. And like we figure out we just get it more dialed in. And I think it's a very unique event too. I think it's a lot different than a lot of other events that are very like pitch heavy and all these things. And really it's just try to provide as much value as we humanly possibly can. And then just like meeting people, shaking hands and building connections, like real relationships. And then just like actually closing deals. Speed the lead, gave out a shitload of leads. It was crazy how many leads we got. There's a bunch of people closed deals. A bunch of people got their first deals ever. I know we both know Travis. I think he helped somebody close their first deal ever, never even made a phone call. It's just
yeah.
wild, man. That energy is crazy. It's a lot of fun.
That's sick, dude. I love that. I love that. All right. So tell me, what's the next year? What's the next 5 years looking for? What are you guys working towards?
Yeah, honestly, I need to sit down and kind of like really get better at that. Like I feel like I had it for a while, and then like now it's like I hit a lot of those goals, so I need to sit back and really dive back into them.
Important, bro.
Um,
You got to have those
mhm,
goals. That's the difference between I'm like, if I don't have a set goal I'm working towards, then I'm going in 10 different directions. But when I narrow
100%.
down, I've been reading, have you ever heard of, I think it's called The One Thing, but
Yep.
that's pretty much what it's about. You take the most important thing for that day and get that done. Then you do that for the week, then for the month, and then for the year. And that's how Steve Jobs was such a innovator and got shit done because he had 15 things, but what are the most important? What are the two most important things that need to get done today? So I've
Yeah,
been
that's one of my favorite
trying to
books. It's a great
focus.
book. It's Gary Keller. But yeah, no, it's an
Yes,
awesome
Gary
book.
Kelly. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I think right now it's been hyper like 6 months, 1 year. Because I feel like sometimes I struggle with if I set them too far out, and then I'm like, oh, I got time. I have time to do it. And so I just try to get. I have the picture in my mind like where I want to be, but I think like we're all just focused on like the actionable things right now. And right now, it's just again, just get an investor plug where we want to be, and just yeah, just keep making it more badass. I think it's just doing more of what we're doing and just getting better. And then I think next year is really just the team building phase. Because we're almost at that point where it's like, so in the business is getting harder to work on the business and do the bigger picture stuff. So I think
Sure.
it's really just building a team there.
Teams. Yep.
Yeah, and then rebuilding the acquisitions team for our wholesale business. We buy side houses, and I think that's really it, man. Yeah, I'm super into AI, so
Yeah, yeah. Talk,
seeing
talk,
where
let's
that
talk
goes.
about some AI there because I'm not super in the know. So, do you think that's going to continue to expand and integrate? Do you see AI replacing VAs or what's your thoughts on that?
Man, I think it depends how long, what time frame. I think AI is gonna like drastically change the entire world. It already has. I don't know. If it keeps going the way it's going, at the speed it's growing, and the way it's getting better and faster, I think we're all getting replaced. Yeah, I think VA is
In 5
100%.
years, what do you think timeline is going to be on that?
I don't know. That is like what jobs and stuff. I think like more like technical trade jobs, but then they get those robots coming out. Elon Musk says those robots are gonna be in your house fucking doing shit. I think 5, 10 years we're fucked for sure.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
agree.
yeah, I don't know what's going on. Even now, some of the videos, like the all the ones that are popping up, like the Sora ones and the Grok ones and the Google ones, it's like they look super fucking real, dude. Like a year ago, they didn't
Real.
look
It's
like that.
crazy. I
Yeah, a
know. It's
year ago, you
scary.
got a 3 second little thing. Here's this thing that's not anything that you wanted, and it can't spell or do anything. And now it's. I saw one today of Martin Luther King Jr. like in the WWE, and it looked real as shit. And he's like yelling at the crowd and like talking with them, dude. I'm like, what is this, dude? This is what a time to be alive, man.
Oh, it's
It's
crazy.
yeah. I don't think we're gonna know what's what pretty soon. Like I think we're already there, especially like older people. They always struggle with the internet, like is all this fake
Yes.
news and whatever's out. Dude, we're not gonna know what's what, dude. It's I don't know. I hope it somehow turns positive, but I think we're gonna ride it out and try to. I'm trying to be friends with the robot in the beginning, so they'll remember me
Yeah,
at the end.
exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy to get super negative and start being scared and stuff. I don't know. I try to be optimistic and be like, all right, there's going to be bad, but I think there's some amazing things that they can do, medicine and all that stuff. And so I don't know. I guess that's the hope, at least.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be cool, man. I'm excited to be alive at this time to literally see it. 'Cause I think, yeah,
Yeah.
like 10 years, things been nuts. 20 years, I can't imagine like what the world's gonna look like. It's crazy, man. Yeah, but
Nowadays, I believe so much in your brand too. Nowadays,
mm,
everybody has their own account, everybody has social media. And like you see, I don't do a ton of marketing, but I'm
mhm,
doing more deals than a ton of big wholesalers in
yeah,
the area. But it's just because I built my brand. People know what I do. I post, I have my podcast. And so I think people who are working on their brand right now, in 5 years, when it's even more important, will have a leg up on the people who are maybe just getting started or just getting the ball rolling.
100%. No, I think that's one of the takeaways for people is like most important thing you can do. One is your brand, right? Getting known, getting out there, right? Just like, yeah, one, it's huge, right? Like people don't know you, they can't do business with you. But I think more and more so like events and actually knowing
Yep.
people, like shaking hands, playing golf, doing whatever, like actually having the in-person experiences are just going to be more and more valuable. Like having that connection as like we get more disconnected as a society. So I think that's gonna
Absolutely.
bounce back hard the other way, and people are gonna really crave that.
Yep, no, absolutely. I heard somebody talking about that the other day. I forget who it was. It was on a podcast where he was saying people are going to get tired about making a video of their son going to the moon on a spaceship and they're going to want to go outside, interact with people again. Yeah, I'm sure people will get sick of that. I've made so many business connections through golfing, I'm a member at a country club here, and I've done like the Thursday evening events where they'll put different handicaps together and you play with them. It's the Men's Golf Association. But just from golf, I've met so many different people. And of course, these are older guys who have money too. So that alone has been invaluable. Golf has brought me a ton of business connections.
Yeah, no, I believe it, man. Yeah, golf's crazy. I slept on it my whole life. I always thought I was like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
It's
I
lame,
know.
dude. It's for people in funny clothes. And
Yep.
I'm like, this looks like the dumbest thing. And then I played one
Yep.
time and I was addicted. I'm like, oh, like
Exactly.
the year it's been like fast forward a year now. Like all I do is just want to play golf. If I'm not doing
Yep.
jiu-jitsu, I'm playing golf. I'm watching YouTube golf, or I'm just like watching like swing better tips or at the driving range.
Yep.
Got like a little putting thing in my office. I'm like, oh, went from
Uh-huh.
like the least favorite thing I think about. Like I just wear golf clothes most of the time too. I'm like, these are the comfiest clothes fucking ever, dude.
I know, dude.
I'm like, I
Exactly.
what a fool
Absolutely.
I was, dude.
That's funny. I was the same way. I was the exact same way. I wish I would have started playing when I was younger. I'm trying to get my son into it. You gotta let him do. If he doesn't show interest, I'm not gonna push it too hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I saw my buddy Justin Stamper who spoke at our event, and we played golf after me, him, and our other friend Trev. And like, I didn't realize what a good golfer he was because I didn't really talk about it. And I guess he
Yeah,
was telling me he was a scratch golfer, but by the time he was like a teenager, but his parents just pushed him to do it and forced him. So he said he just once he was on his own, he like didn't pick
hated
up a
it.
club for 10 years because he just
Yep.
hated being forced to do it. But he said he's like slowly starting to last few years, slowly starting to like starting
Get
to
back
re-love
in
the
it.
game and yeah, like to
Nice,
actually like enjoy it.
nice, nice. That's sick. So give me your socials, plug your company, anything you want to talk about, investor plug, like to let people know kind of about the CRM or how they can sign up for it, anything like that you want to let the audience know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you guys can find me anywhere. I'm on, I think, every social media platform. I'm most active on Facebook and Instagram. But you just say my name, Kai Logue. It's KY, and that last name Logue, Logue. And yeah, you can connect with me. We do a lot of cool things on social. We post a lot. We do a boiler room every other week where we give out free leads. We get this bucket here. We put names in there, and yeah, we give out leads and make calls on how people close deals.
How do
So do
we find the boiler room? Is it
it's on my
how do
channels.
we?
Yeah, I probably should make
Okay.
another one. It's also on the Wholesale and Syndicate podcast. So you can, if you guys just listen to podcasts, you want the audio, you can get the audio replays on everywhere podcasts are played. And then yeah, just on my social channels, you'll see the boiler room. And then yeah, anybody can sign up for it too. We always post about it beforehand. But yeah, that and then Investor Plug. If you guys want to check out Investor Plug, I'd love to show you what we built. Just go to investorplug.io and you can book a demo.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for stopping in.
Thanks, man.